So Raph, maybe just to start, just on your hot form as of late, just maybe talk about just how you're feeling about your individual game right now and how you're progressing.
Like I told you yesterday, it's always a good feeling when the team's doing well and you're also doing well. I feel like we've been progressing as a team. We've been starting to really bond together and click on the ice. And I think that's just the result that's showing. That's why we're starting to score a lot more goals, and I'm part of that.
How would you kind of sum up that belief in the locker room where you guys kind of went through that stretch at the start of the season where you guys weren't getting the results that you wanted, but really since Christmas you guys have kind of turned it around and now you're in a playoff spot. How would you describe that feeling, that belief in the locker room right now?
Well, we definitely had a lot of adversity at the start of the year and all through almost till Christmas, I want to say. Mm-hmm. But we kept going at it. We kept working, and the results are speaking for themselves. How it's getting much better for us.
How would you kind of describe your personal adversity? You started the season injured. Just how you kind of had to work through that ultimately to come through the fog and turn your game around at this point in the season.
It was hard. That was my first major injury, I want to say. I had a lot to work through and a lot to get done, and I worked through it. I had a lot of help from all the trainers in Edmonton and in Bakersfield and back home also. And now I'm feeling good, and it's fun to play hockey.
You've shared some of that success this year with Tulio, a line mate of yours. What has it been like for you guys to kind of connect, have that connection on the ice, and share a bit in each other's success?
Yeah, Tyler's really good. He's really progressed throughout the year. He's a young player, but he's really good. He's got a lot of potential, and we're working the system and learning playing like a pro, and it's really good. He's really learning fast, and he's really good on the ice.
When you were drafted, obviously drafted as a first shot scorer from the QMJHL, but in the pro game, a lot of the emphasis is more on your play away from the puck. Just how do you think you've developed your defensive game and that game away from the puck?
A lot of video, a lot of video with the coaching staff and showing me how to be reliable and how to earn your coach's confidence on how you're playing without the puck and how to be effective even if you don't touch the puck as much as when you're younger.
Is consistency the big kind of, the turnaround for a prospect where if they play a lot more consistent, that's when you realize they're making a bit more strides towards ultimately getting that NHL call-up?
Yes, definitely. You have to be reliable. That's what we have. Jason Demers played 700 games. His best currency is reliable. People have to know what they're getting from you. You can't be on and off one night or the other, so you have to be as reliable and as consistent as possible so people know what they're getting when you're on the ice.
How crucial have those veterans been to a group like you guys who are pretty young, kind of making your first strides into the pro game? You mentioned Jason Demers, but you have guys like Brad Malone and Esposito, those guys who are kind of helping you guys along. How critical are those guys to the composition of your team?
Very. I mean, we do have a lot of veterans, a lot of guys that have NHL experience, and just sharing their experience, sharing how the game works is really crucial to us. It's very valuable knowledge, and they're really nice about sharing and helping us along the way. So we have a good group of guys.
And a little bit more about your offensive game. Like I said, drafted more as a first shot scorer, but you're definitely a guy who's shown this year that you can score those power forward goals, cutting wide towards the net. As an example, just how have you been able to score or learn more about scoring those goals at this level?
Well, goalies are really good. You can't beat them from distance anymore, as I learned from playing. So you just got to get the puck to the paint, and then you gotta get some greasy ones, we call them. So that's what I've been trying to focus on, getting in front of the net and just getting some goals like that not necessarily you need to have a good shot for. You're just at the paint and you're creating some chances like that.
In terms of your progression, how close do you think you are to making that impact or showing what you need to show to ultimately get that NHL call-up?
Well, that's not really my decision to make. I'm just going out there and trying the best I can do, show what I have, and we'll see whatever happens in the future.